Psalm 119, verse 124. Aseh im avdecha chechastecha vechukecha lamdeni. We get here at the beginning the call imperative 2ms of the root asa. This is to do or to make. In this case, when we get it combined with im, we get do with your servant, or this would be something like treat your servant. Do it with your servant. Now, let's back up and look at aseh for just a moment. It is a weak verb. It's doubly weak verb. It's a one guttural and a third hey. But in this case, really, neither of those bother us. We have the vocal schwa here in the first root letter position. And it is a composite schwa versus our call paradigm that would have had just a simple schwa, but it's composite because of the guttural. So probably not a big deal there, but something to point out. And then secondly, the third hey in the imperative, the typical ending is this sere hey, which we see here. So a very, what I would say, normal verbal form as it relates to some of the complexities related to weak verbs. So do with your servant, this is eved with the 2ms suffix. Do with your servant or treat your servant. Next, we get the prepositional phrase with the kaf, according to your, there's the 2ms suffix again, loving kindness, chesed. Now, you may remember that chesed is a segulate noun, but it is an A-class segulate noun, and what we mean by that is when it gets suffixes, you get this coming back out, chastecha. And secondly, notice here that the 2ms suffix is on a singular noun, your loving kindness, as one thing, but you get this segol right here. If you look at this revia, it's a relatively heavy disjunctive accent, and so this is a pausal form. Normally what we would want to see is this schwa right here on the 2ms suffix. This one we get a segol, and I think we have to argue here that it's a pausal form with that heavy disjunctive accent. Again, probably not a major hiccup for you as you're translating, but something to keep in mind. Next, we get and your statutes. Notice here we get the 2ms suffix on a plural noun, so we have statutes. And your statutes teach me. Here we have the PL imperative of the root lamad plus a 1cs suffix, teach me.